What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys all have an amazing day. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full breakdown on Ausar Thompson. I'm starting my draft report since the OTE league is over, and I'm going to be doing it on every player once their team is completely done with the season. Let's get right into it. So I'm not even gonna lie, I put in a lot of time. You can see here I got all of this stuff, and I got all of these clips at the top. So yeah, this might be a longer video. I'm not completely sure. I might do a lot of talking. But so yeah, let's just get right into it. The first positive I have is he has a good looking form. His form looks good. You can see here. I'll play it in slow mo. Boom. You can see him catch, shoot, very fluid. Right hand snaps, left hand is flat. I know his brother has a little bit of like a hitch. His left arm comes back. But I really like Asara's form. Very beautiful looking jumper. And I'll let the clip play. See, he hits it. I also like that he shoots it with confidence. You're going to see here, he shoots this ball and doesn't hesitate. This is one of my favorite clips because it shows how confident he really is. In the game, they're down one, and he's not afraid to let this shot fly. There's 9 seconds left. Defender in his face, and he lets it fly, hits it with confidence. That's one of my favorite clips that I see. And then now we go back here. He has some elite athleticism. You're going to see here, he dunks on the defender. There's so many clips of him dunking on people, but here's just one of them. Boom. He almost jumps from outside of the key. Basically does, and he just dunks the ball. Absolutely insane athleticism. Now, I believe you have the defensive versatility. I think he could guard 1 through 5. You're gonna see here he has super long arms. Just look at it. Look how long his arms are, and he's like 6'7", so his legs are super long too. He's just a lengthy guy, and you see here he gets his arms up. He gets a deflection, or he gets the block basically, and I think that could help him when he's switched on to bigger players. His arms are so long, so I think that's really going to help him, and it's going to help him get smaller players because he's able to get his hands in the passing lanes, and he can poke at the ball a lot. So I think that's amazing for him. It's going to help him a lot. And then here, I believe this should be him. Let me make sure. This should be. Yep, he attacks. He attacks super hard. You're gonna look how hard he's driving to the rim. Boom, driving full speed, spin, right hand layup. Like, that is super elite. That is not easy to do. I need to run that back one more time. Attack, spin, or a little bit of an up and under right hand lay. That's super elite. We saw that he's a good rebounder. I don't have any clip on this, but I know he averaged 6.5, I think it was. Around 6-7 rebounds. He's a very good rebounder. But something I will say is the OTE league, if you guys watch my Men Thompson video, you know I'm not a fan of the OTE league. So it's probably easier to get rebounds, but also in the NBA, teams don't rebound like that a lot anyway. So I still think he'll get 5-6 rebounds, which is it's a pretty good amount. Next, you can see he has a very good touch on his floater. He only shoots it with the right hand, but he does have good touch with it. You're gonna see here, spin, pump fake, up and under, great touch, great touch right there. I like seeing that, he doesn't try to overshoot it, because I've seen on some of his layups, he'll shoot it too hard, but I've seen on most of his floaters, he does have good touch. So that's a promising thing to look at. And then here, he has shown flashes of an elite mid-range. If he could get this mid-range down, he's not a great mid-range shooter yet. He's a good one, but he has shown flashes of being elite at that mid-range. I think this is my actual favorite play that I've seen from him. He comes off this screen, boom. He knows that this area is going to be open because this man has to get back to the roller. So he takes 2 dribbles, rises over the defense. Absolutely beautiful shot. I need to watch that one again. He just gets to his spot. He knows he has to get back. He does a great job putting his defender kind of in jail, but on his hip so he can push it out, rise. If he can do that in the NBA, man, it's going to be scary. That is an elite shot. And then here, he has great body control. You're going to see on this lay, he has a slide-by finish. He attacks left. Yep, he has the ball. He's going to be attacking left. Well, first of all, great job telling his teammate to get out the way because he wanted to go baseline, but his teammate was in the way. So he does a good job telling him. Now he gets out the way. Now he attacks left. Body control, brings that around the head towards the middle of the basket, finishes it in the middle. That's a beautiful play, man. I love how he's patient too. Like, a lot of players are trying to attack and then runs into his own player and the defender, but he tells him get out the way. Left foot, right foot, great body control, finish it, man. That is a beautiful, beautiful play. And then the last thing that I really like about him is that he fits with any team. Any team can draft him and he's going to fit in. So I think that is huge for him. Now, room for improvements. He is inconsistent with his left hand. His left hand it's not that great yet. You're going to see here. This is a tough lay, but it's one that realistically he should make. He just shoots it, not great touch with his left hand. He shoots it, a little bit, not even too hard. It's just, it's just not as strong. Something that I think he would finish out with his right hand, but that's just something he's eventually gonna have to work on. But in all honesty, there's a lot of players in the NBA that aren't strong with their weak hand. But it's nice. All the dominant players are, and that's what everybody should strive to be. He should strive to be his best. So his left hand is something he definitely needs to work on. I said he has a good form, but he is not a good shooter yet. From the regular season, he shot 29%, which isn't great. But in the playoffs, he shot 39%. But I think that's only like 4 games. I don't know. I don't know how many games. To be honest, I don't keep up with the OTE league. I'm going to keep saying I'm not a fan. But in the playoffs, he shot it very well. So yeah, he's shown he could be a very good shooter. Like I said, his form looks amazing, but just in most of the games, he was not a good shooter. And then here, this last clip, he's not a good passer yet. He catches himself in these situations a lot where he's in the air and he doesn't have much he could really do. He should have thrown this pass, but he just tries to force it. Most of his turnovers are in the pick and roll. I think it was 22% I saw in Synergy. He was trying to, come off the pick and roll, make a pass. He's just not a great passer yet. And I think that's something, he's young. Like, he's obviously super young. I think that's something he's eventually going to get down. That should be all the clips, but you can see here, he needs to get stronger. I've seen a lot of clips where he's trying to bump somebody, but he's the one getting bumped back. He does need to get stronger. And then free throw shooting, 66% is not okay. He definitely should be in the 80 to 85s. So 66 is definitely going to need to get better. Now here you're going to see draft range. I think 4 to 8 is perfect. I think 3 or higher is way too high. And I think 9 or below is an absolute steal. So I think that's like the perfect draft range for him. That's what I see for most people. When I say draft range, this is what I think, not what most people are saying. Like I seen somebody have him at 10, which is crazy to me. I think that's a steal. But this is where I would draft him for sure. His ceiling, I see, is an elite second option on a championship team. If like the best he could be is, I think, an elite second option. I don't think he could be a first option on a championship team. I'm just gonna be honest. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I think that is his ceiling. His floor, I think it's just a good role player off the bench. That's just like his absolute worst he could be, in my opinion. When I say floor, obviously I know, like, you never know what's gonna happen. So, but this is, floor. This is what I see as his floor. But my prediction, what I think he's gonna be an elite 3-and-D player. I think he could be a very, very. What I think he will be is a very elite 3-and-D player as a third option on a very good team, is what I think he'll eventually turn out to be. We still have years and years and years to come to see if that's what he'll actually be. In my final report, I'll just read it for you. I've only heard good things about Ausar as a person, and the interviews I have seen have only been good. I feel he is truly locked in and will have a long NBA career. I think he can help teams early in his career on the defensive side of the ball. And I do not feel the jumper will take too long to get together, but potentially can take a year or two. Now, when I say I have only heard good things about Ausar, Um, Obviously, I'm not like in his circle, and I'm not, you know, there's no way I can know if he's actually a good person. Uh, but it seems like he is. Actually, I have talked to Anthony Hamilton about Asar Thompson. He works with OTE. You guys probably know Anthony Hamilton. He's actually said Asar is a great person. But that'll do it for today's video. This took me about an hour and a half to put together because I have to watch the film. I have to type it out while I'm doing it. So it would be greatly appreciated if you do leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing this for like every player. It'll probably, I'm not gonna lie, like you guys might think I'm lying, but it might turn out to be like 80 players I end up doing this with. I just love doing this, and I figured I might as well just make videos out of it because I'm doing it anyway. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, like I said, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.